All right, good morning, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the commentary paper, Why People Use Social Media, a Uses and Gratifications Approach by Anita Whiting and David Williams. So very quickly, let's explain what the gratifications theory is and what it deals with. So the basic premise of this theory is that individuals will seek out media among competitors that fulfills their needs and leads to ultimate gratifications. So really more specifically, what it does for media is it looks at why people use social media and what kinds of needs and wants does it fulfill for them. So what aspects of the social media do they use it for? In the paper, there were 7 main themes that were discussed. These were social interaction, which was dealing with others, meet people with interests, and keeping up with what was going on. The second was the information-seeking theme, which dealt with if people were using social media to educate them about a certain topic. The third was to pass time, so this was dealing with boredom, so people at work or at school, if they used it to sort of relieve time, pass the time. The fourth is entertainment, so people who use social media to either play videos or games or look at funny pictures. And the fifth was relaxation, so this deals with if users use the social media in order to relieve stress or just lose themselves in it. Sixth was a communicatory utility, which was whether social media provided information for them. So it is sort of related to the second point here. However, communicatory utility deals with if the social media site itself gave the information. Seventh was convenience utility. So this deals with like shopping websites and so on. So the convenience of the shopping on it, or just basically the convenience that the service of the social media was providing for the user. So these 7 themes were discussed with a total group of 25 people, ranging from the ages 18 to 57. And these were then categorized on which points were the largest. So that's here in this pyramid. So I know that the pyramid should really be upside down as it descends from most uses to lowest uses, but anyway. So 88% of the 25 users said that social interaction was the most important to them, and they claimed that social media gave them a social life. It gave them a means to talk to people that they do not usually talk to, or keep up with people that they do not usually meet. Information seeking was 80%, and users reported that it was because they like to be able to keep up with sales or look at events, look at businesses. The third, passing time, was because they were bored at work or school. Then the fourth, entertainment. Many of this was not actually because of games, although some of this was present, but users reported that they like to look at comments, or they like to look at what they said in the paper, how the crazies are acting on my Facebook wall. Sixth, relaxation. Users reported this being as a escape from reality, so 60% said that it was an escape from reality. Communicatory utility was only 52% gave them things to talk about, really. So this wasn't as big of a factor. And 50% said that it was just because it was accessible anywhere. I mean, I think most people took it for granted. So only a small number of people reported on this. Now I'll talk about quickly what I learned from this paper, but first off I should start with my problems with this paper, actually. So from a user base of 25 people, first of all, that's not a very large amount, and secondly, when I was reading through the paper, they said that they basically gave them a questionnaire or survey to fill in a room that asked them about social media. I thought that this was sort of a different method to do it with. When you ask people up front about what their social media uses are, they might try to remember what they do most and not what they do subconsciously or just the things that they remember. I think a different method that I would have preferred on this was observing people and how they use the social media. So it's very it's not very precise, this method, I think. As well, most of these points here, they're very subjective. So what does entertainment mean? Because really, even social interaction can count as entertainment, and information seeking can count as entertainment. And the website, the Facebook page, which I've chosen next, will really put these two together. But yeah, from the paper as well, what I learned was that really I didn't think that this would be the order that all these points would come into. As well, it really gives some clarification on why we use social media. But yeah, these orders, I really thought that either entertainment would be at the top or close to the top anyway. Passing time as well, and relaxation and so on. I did not really consider, so that's also new to me that it's at 60%. So anyway, let's take a look at the Facebook page that I was talking about. Here we have Pitchfork, which is a music review website. This is their Facebook page. So let's apply the 7 themes to this page and discuss which ones are present. So really, in a way, all of them are present, but some are larger than others. Again, we have to scale them up in order of importance. So the first one that I find was most present on this page was the information seeking, because as a review website, they're responsible for providing information on bands and some events, like they always discuss festivals and so on. So here we have some news on Florence and the Machine, so all these different bands. Also, they provide different mixtapes. So there's a lot of information on here related to different bands and their startups and so on. So here, 10 minutes thingies. Secondly, it's entertainment. As it says here, it's an entertainment website. Music is entertainment after all. But as well, on the page itself, it provides entertainment for users. I mean, the comment sections are always very subjective. People like to post their opinions and so on. One user here says when you scroll up and down passing that image, it looks like it's moving. That's a lie. I didn't see it. And there's also different opinions on here. So they can be very extreme. It is the internet after all. So here, like this guy says, why anyone takes TMZ seriously, but that this story needs to be euthanized. Yeah, so it's very entertaining when you read the comments. As well, it's for me, it's communicatory utility. A lot of this has to do with music, and of course music is very subjective, right? So it gives people things to talk about, so they could share their favorite songs with other people if they see that something new has come out, and they could discuss it with their friends. So as well, they can do that here in the comments, which is also the social life, the social interaction. And that's all present. So a lot of these themes are really interrelated. That's what I found as well. So here, this guy says it's good. This guy says it's not a big fan. So it's a lot of expressing of opinions, but it's also people communicating with each other and then sharing it with their friends as they do here, just tagging them into it. As well, it's a bit of relaxation. I mean, you can lose yourself in it. As well, it's convenience utility, because here, if you press this page, it opens a YouTube channel where you can see all of these new songs and so on, which is extremely convenient you read about something here, you can just watch the videos here where they discuss these songs. So really, all of the points that were discussed in the paper are present on this Facebook page, just that they're in different degrees. So really, convenience would be smaller than, say, the social interaction aspect of the page, because it's only one button here. And what this means for communicators here, well, as an entertainment website, they really need to emphasize on the information seeking part, and less on the communications bit, because I think honestly they probably want to avoid too many opinions expressing here, because they want people to click and then read the article and then express their opinions, rather than just looking at the pictures and the descriptions. So yeah, that about summarizes it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great day.